This is Luis.
And this is Ivy.
And this is the main Season 2, Episode 3.
So what are your plans for spring break, Luis?
Well, now that I think of it, maybe I'd like to do something like, go to conditioning camp. That's fun, exercising until I'm exhausted. What about you?
Nothing much, probably work and drive around. But before we get into too much, let's get into today's episode.
Today we'll talk about the awesomeness that is the Theater 1 act play. I think I'd love to see this.
Yeah, there was a time when I wanted to be an actress.
And what happened?
Someone squealed a chicken in my ear and then I never did it again.
Oh, well, that's interesting.
Moving on, we present Theater 1 act play.
The Marble Falls Main Theater Department is taking a new spin on one-act play this year with After the Fall. Let's check it out.
There was a debate on which play I wanted to do. Can you explain that?
So there's always a debate because I don't want to just pick a show without the kids' influence and not without their point of view. And so I gave them a couple of shows, and I always give them a couple of shows to read so that they can kind of decide what they want to do. I always give the kids a chance to kind of chime in and let me know what they want to do. And I originally was going to go with the dark comedy, and they said they just wanted to do full-on drama, so we went with this guy.
So I'm here with Holden Fox. Now, Holden, what character do you play?
I play Quentin, a man in his 40s who has had 2 catastrophic marriages and has found this third woman whom he loves deeply, but he doesn't know if he wants to attempt a marriage again.
I'm here with Ellie Isaac, who is a part of the tech crew for this year's one-act play After the Fall. Now, Ellie, what are some technical advantages of this play?
Well, we're working with a lot of new technology this year. We have 2 projectors that will project onto the actual set, which is brand new. And then we'll also have new LED lights, 3 of them, that are all programmed, and those are brand new too.
Who else is on the tech crew?
It's me, Laura Fisher, Lupita Mora, Matt Downey, and Taylor Wimbish.
Now, are you all having a lot of fun on this project?
Yes, it's a lot of brain fun because we get to figure out a lot of problems, but it's also a lot of fun, period.
The main theater department has been working really hard on this play, and they will make it far into the competition.
That was great.
Now to the topic of our new district alignment with our reporter.
Hi, my name is Tommy Johnson, and we're going to be talking to you about the new district realignment. Here are some of the people that we've been talking to.
So, Glenn, what do you think of the new district realignment?
That's a lot better because now we have the same populations as everyone else. Because we've been going against schools that have twice as many people as we do, and it's going to be a good thing for us.
So, Coach Green, what are some specific benefits from the new district alignment?
Well, obviously we've been put in a new district. We have the same number of teams in our district that we had in the past, and that's 8, counting ourselves. But if you look at our new district, I think that there are some definite advantages. And I think number 1 for all of our programs, both girls and boys, is that we're going to be playing new teams. Some people may think, well, that's really not that big of a deal, but it really is. For about the last 6 to 8 years, the UIL has placed us with the same core group of opponents. And sometimes it gets a little bit boring, it gets a little bit old playing those same teams. So I think that the excitement level is going to be very high for all of our teams facing new opponents, teams that we haven't been playing, such as Medina Valley. I don't know when the last time Marble Falls played Medina Valley in anything was.
HEB is an important resource to all citizens in Marble Falls. Therefore, expanding this building could have a huge effect on the people in this community.
Hi, I'm Noah Riley. I'm here with Coach Woods with questions about the HEB expansion. Coach Woods, are you aware of the HEB expansion?
Yes, I am. I wasn't aware of the particulars, but I'm kind of excited. I love me some HEB. The more the merrier.
How do you think this is going to affect the community?
I think for kids your age, there's going to be some job opportunities open up. Surely, and it's HEB Plus, correct?
Yes, sir.
I think that's good for you guys. Okay, and it's going to be awesome to park there now. Oh my gosh.
All right, and how do you think this is going to affect the students, especially the ones who work at HEB currently?
I think they'll be happier. I think it's not going to be near as crowded. It's going to be more spacious, and it's going to have a lot of things that you could get there now that you couldn't get before. Like you had to go to Walmart and do all your shopping in one place.
Awesome. Well, thank you for your time.
You betcha. How's my hair?
And now that we know what the teachers think, let's get a student's perspective. What's your name?
My name's Kenny Myers.
Hi, Kenny Myers. Are you aware about the HEB expansion?
Yeah, I'm a little bit aware of it.
So you know about the plans to turn into an HEB Plus?
Heck yeah.
Now, how do you think this is going to affect the community?
Well, it's going to be really cool because HEB Pluses, they always have like extra toys and stuff, and you can like get more food and avocados.
And though this is great for HEB, how is this going to affect other businesses in the community?
I don't think it's gonna, I think it might affect Walmart because then people will shop at HEB more because it's HEB Plus, so it's like extra, but not really.
Well, thank you for your time. And though it is not confirmed, the HEB expansion would not only be beneficial for the students, but also the community of Marble Falls as a whole.
Yeah, think that sums it up nicely.
And this is how it will be for years to come.
Now presenting Winter Drumline with Sydney Kelly.
The heartbeat of the band is regaining its pulse with the startup of this new and exciting program, Winter Drumline.
The MFHS band has brought back Marble Falls High School's favorite section in a brand new light, Winter Drumline. I'm in front of the MFHS Band Hall to talk with some students about the new and exciting addition to the MFHS band.
Kiefer Cassidy and Katie Yakubek are two seniors involved in this year's Winter Drumline production, Breakaway.
So Kiefer, what do you contribute to the Winter Drumline program?
I play one of the two leading marimba parts, and I'm the section leader front ensemble.
I am center snare, and I am the tenor and snare section leader.
What has been the hardest part of Winter Drumline?
Definitely the hours, because we have 2 practices a week after school.
It's probably been just putting in the time and effort to improve our chances of getting awards.
And what has been your best part of Winter Drumline so far?
Just the fact that it's been a new experience for everybody since we haven't done this in a long time.
Definitely just being able to play new music and learn new things.
How do you feel about the band's chances at competition next week?
I actually feel really confident about it, especially since we went to go see that first contest.
I feel like our Winter Drumline ensemble is definitely going to get some awards, hopefully higher ones, and I think our chances are pretty good.
The MFHS Winter Drumline placed first place at their first competition. Well, you heard it here first, Mustang. The MFHS Winter Drumline is back into full swing. Remember to support your band program and go get 'em Mustangs.
And now for a new segment, Strangest Things Teachers Have Seen.
We're going to have to interview some of the Marble Falls High School teachers and staff members and ask them what is the weirdest thing they've seen or heard on campus.
First of all, let me say this. The word weird, I don't use that word very often. I use the word interesting.
The weirdest thing I have ever seen would have to be probably Coach Woods. No, I'm just kidding. The weirdest thing I've ever seen is probably all the deer that seem to run out in front of my truck every time I pull into the school parking lot. That's pretty weird to me.
A couple years ago, and students who have been here, I guess maybe seniors and possibly juniors would know this, when and I'm sure y'all have heard this. This is when the deer jumped through the window. Oh. That was obviously an interesting, weird thing that was seen by a lot, actually. A lot of people, a lot of students saw that. It happened first thing in the morning. Don't quote me on the times. 7:15, between 7 and 7:30. That's pretty broad. The windows, right there in the main hallway. If you walk past the library, right to your left, those glass windows, obviously they're glass. I don't have a clue why. It just came like the sound. Just jumped right through, literally jumped through the window. It was a big deer, big buck. It was crazy. Kind of slipped on the floor, and then ran up this. I say this always. This, like coming towards the office, and for whatever reason, hooked a left. And went out those doors, literally, boom, ran out the doors, going towards the art room, choir room, and somehow, luckily, it wasn't hurt. got up. It's pretty interesting. A lot of them didn't see when the raccoon somehow got in the ceiling and fell through. That was quite interesting as well. A little scary, actually, to be in there. But anyway.
The weirdest things I've seen on campus. Well, actually, there's a tie. Can I do a tie? Mr. Taylor's shoes and Coach Hoover's personality. So it's kind of hard to pick between the two. You know, they're both pretty off.
It's going to be a tie, I think, between Coach Hoover's personality and Mr. Wood's face.
Things you heard on campus.
One of the weirdest things I've heard is usually the conversations my students have when they think that I can't hear them. They think I'm hard of hearing, and that's just fine with me.
But says one time somebody said that I wasn't their favorite math teacher. They were clearly talking crazy. They were obviously not in their right mind, but that is by far the weirdest thing anyone has said or in fact could say on campus.
Weirdest things I've heard on campus. I think it was last year I had a cricket infestation in my room. So I was always hearing crickets, and it was kind of giving me some issues. I was like dreaming about crickets. I don't think anything can top that for me.
That's pretty weird.
The weirdest thing I've heard. Anything that comes out of Roy Cavasso's mouth is weird. Anything. Hard to pick one. It's everything.
This is Ivy.
And this is Luis.
And this is The
Main.
Main.